We're here at the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
Welcome to the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. The electricity's building for Game 2 between the Atlanta Thrashers and the Ottawa Senators. Atlanta needs to play this game with a little urgency.
Well, win tonight on home ice, Jim, and they're up 2 games. Lose, and they're right back to where they started.
It's all about playing high-energy, up-tempo hockey.
This is where series are won and lost.
There's a look at tonight's referee.
He has 14 years of experience at this level and likes to call a tight game.
Doesn't let the players get away with a lot of clutching or grabbing, and he won't allow any dirty hits. Face-off won by White. Into the attacking zone. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Kovalchuk checked.
This is serious.
Rink-wide pass. Alfredson brings it out. In over the line.
Leveled. You can't hit much harder than that.
Over the line.
Hit. Great hustle and a great hit.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
That was a huge check.
Over the blue line. Shove. In front. Hasek turns him away. Robitaille shoots quickly. Hasek gets a leg on it. Ottawa under attack in its own end of the rink. In over the line. Checked.
Full contact.
Keithley out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Played over. Brilliant save by Hasek. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Tremblay.
He slammed him big time.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. It's moved across by Sutton. Hasek made the save. And he hangs on to the puck.
Jim, he cannot believe his eyes. He had that one already up on the scoreboard, only to find the goalie to make a great save.
We're ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Heatley. It's picked off by Alfredson. In over the line. Majewski checks him. Saved by Nurminen. Moved across. Over the line. Hasek got a pad on it. Into the attacking zone. McEachran pushes him. Hossa. Ottawa's going to make a change. Brings it out. The Thrashers are going to make a change. In behind. Rubbed off the puck. Over the blue line. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets hit by Fisher.
Knocked him down.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Bowled over.
That was a tough hit.
Over the line. He gets pushed by Simpson. Over the blue line. With a wrist shot. Rink-wide pass. Intercepted by Haviland. Shove. In over the line. Caberlet. Scrambled for the puck. It's played up by Fisher. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. McEachran now with the puck. Over the line. In front. Hasek with a huge save. The Thrashers seem to play this game with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, they're a big, aggressive team that tries to intimidate. You shy away, hey, they've won the battle. You have to stand your ground.
Face-off won by Heatley. He gets roughed up by Alfredson. Over center ice. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shove. Simpson. Brings it out. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Tremblay. Moved up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shove.
Now that's physical play.
Havlat. Out of their defensive end. In over the line.
Hit. That was a great check.
Rink-wide pass. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Knocked over.
No ducking that one.
Over the line. In Alfredson scores!
Oh my! Now let's check that one again on replay, Jim. He definitely planned to put that one in the net with the wrister. Pure skill right there.
Atlanta lets one in. That's got to be a disappointment.
They've still got plenty of time to get that one back. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see them tie it up before intermission.
Shove. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Havlid, wrist shot. Brings it out. Coast to coast. He gets checked by Kovalchuk. Ottawa puts its third line out. Moved across by Havlid. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Pushed off the puck. Brings it out. In over the line. Bumped off the puck. Moved over. Passed across by Langfeld. Into the attacking zone. He scores, and it's 2-0.
Oh, let's take another look at that one, Jim. Now, it's not easy to score with the backhand, but he executed it perfectly. The goalie was completely fooled.
The benefit of an early lead is the breathing room it gives you.
Well, with 2 goals and lots of time, you don't have to take any chances.
Ottawa will be penalized. Chara will serve time for roughing.
Now he's got 2 minutes to consider the error of his ways.
And you can see the coach is having a word with the official because he's not happy about that call. Atlanta is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Nurminen made the save. Passed over. Played over. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Shoots it. Blocked. In behind. Brings it out. Coast to coast. He gets worked over by Kovalchuk. Hard shot fired by White. Played across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Volchenkov. Moved ahead. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Nurminen turns it away. Across. Brings it out. In over the line. Wrist shot by Petrovicki. Hasek makes the save. Brings it out. Coast to coast. He gets leveled by Havlid. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Crushed.
No shortage of physical play here.
Into the attacking zone. Run over. That was a heavy hit. Brings it out. In over the line. Right in front. Denied by Hasek. Big save. He covers up. Sutton can play the body as well as anyone in the game.
Jim, he loves to throw the big hit. You have to be aware of him anytime you're on the ice.
The players are lining up at the face-off circle. White wins the face-off. Atlanta is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Shoots it hard. Tremendous save. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. That's offside. About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Hossa. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Havlat gets checked.
He's really throwing his weight around.
Into the attacking zone. A delayed penalty call against Atlanta. Quick puck movement. In over the line. Hard wrist shot by Havlat. Misses. In front. Quick shot from the slot by Alfredson. Kovalchuk is going to the box for hooking. It's pretty obvious he's not happy about this call and he's having a word with the official. Ottawa will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit. White cranks one. Shove. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Rocked.
What a hit!
Bondra. Over the blue line. He knocked him off the puck.
That's what you call a big-time hit.
He gets smoked.
He delivered a message with that one.
Short pass. Into the attacking zone. Played up. White with a wrist shot. He misses. Shove. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Bumped by Chara. Short pass. In over the line. A shot from the slot by White. Nurminen covers up. What really impresses me about this guy is how quick he gets across the crease.
Well, he likes to stand tall in there, and that makes it easy to get post to post.
The puck is about to be dropped. Face-off won by White. Brings it out. Over the line. Majewski runs him over. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Rocked.
Lots of contact there.
Hossa. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Right in front. Turned away. Leg save. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets rocked by Chara.
A big, clean hit.
In over the line. Check.
That's real action.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Over. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Played over. Hit. Nice hit. Short pass. Brings it out. There goes the horn as the period comes to an end. 2-0 the score as we head to the break.
Are you looking for a venue to demonstrate? Then enter our annual Search for the Stars contest at Guest Services.
Well, one team showed up for the first period.
Let's hope the game's closer in the second. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Atlanta. Redden pushes him. In over the line. Caberlet corrals the puck. Over the line. In the corner. Scramble. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Cranked from the slot by Alfredson. Door slammed shut by Nurminen. Rocked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Alfredson gets checked.
That rattled him pretty well.
In over the line. Knocked him off the puck. Advances the puck. Over the line. He gets shoved by Redden. In behind. Out of their defensive end. Ottawa's going to make a change. Shove. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets out-muscled by Schaefer. Jim, that's McEachran scores!
This is what's so great about the wrist shot. It's not as fast as a slap shot, but it's quicker to get off and way more accurate.
Ottawa was hoping for a strong start in the second period. They didn't get it.
No, but there's still lots of time to reestablish themselves.
Hard wrist shot by Schaefer. Nurminen got a pad on it. In over the line. A shot from the slot by Vijay. He misses the net. Hasek covers up for the whistle.
Jim, this rivalry's really starting to heat up. These two teams are getting physical, and it looks like they don't like each other too much.
They're getting ready for the face-off. A face-off win for the Atlanta Thrashers. In the corner. Pushed. Right in front. Wrist shot. Long pass. Into the attacking zone. Brings it up. At center. Over the blue line. Checked. Played up, brings it out. Sent flying. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Kovalchuk, worked over.
He felt that one.
Brings it out. Over the line. Caberlet shoves him. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Pass to the slot. Hasek turned the shot aside. He freezes the puck. Ottawa is putting on a clinic. They're skating hard, and it's really put them out front in this game.
They've got exceptional talent. They're beating their checks one-on-one, and it's creating chances.
Hossa won the draw. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shoved.
Hit!
Kozlov with a chance to... He scores off the post!
That was a sweet goal on the breakaway. He made the most of it and lit the lamp.
It's all even on the scoreboard.
And there's still a half a game left to play. This thing may go right down to the wire.
Hossa gets bumped off the puck, brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by Redmond. Run over. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Haviland. Right in front. Nurminen gets a pad on it. He hangs on to the puck. The Senators are one of the hardest working teams in this league.
Hey, whether they're up 9 goals or down 9, they're still relentless on the puck. They never take a shift off.
The faceoff goes to Atlanta. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets hit by XOB.
He had him coming and going.
In over the line. Checked. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets bowled over by Aubin. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Vigé saved by Hasek. Pad save. Brings it out. Moved ahead. Pushed. Brings it out. Atlanta makes a line change. Mowed down. Quick pass up. Out of their defensive end. Moved over by Fisher. Hard shot. Nurminen makes the save, and he hangs on to the puck. There's a look at Ottawa's new coach, who takes over a team that is already one of the best in the league. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Thrashers get the face-off. Over, brings it out. Over the line. Crushed. Brings it out. Played over the blue line. Alfredson, right in front. Nurminen with a stick save. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Bowled over. Rocked. Moved ahead by Havlat. Over the line. A shot from the slot by Alfredson. Leg save. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Muscled off the puck. Rink-wide pass. Robitaille knocks him over. Rink-wide pass. Ottawa's going to make a change. Bowled over. Brings it out. It's played over by Haviland. McEachran grabbed it. Right in front. Hasek with a tremendous save. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Cranked him. Played across. Over the line. Lecision knocked him off the puck. In behind. A shot from the slot by Corso. Saved by Hasek. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. XOB rocks him. Larson out of their defensive end. In over the line. Big hit.
That was a hard check.
Mad scramble. Brings it out. Ottawa makes a line change. Hit. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Rubbed off the puck by Redden. Chara grabbed it out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Santara brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Brings it out. Over the blue line. In front. A shot from the slot by Havlat. Rocked behind the net. Scramble in front. Nurminen covers up. There's a look at Ottawa's new coach who takes over a team with the burden of expectation. He's expected to win the Stanley Cup. The action's about to start. And the faceoff is won by Hossa. Alfredson gets dropped.
He won't forget that one.
Over the line. Checked. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Bowled over.
That's going to leave a mark.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets laid out by Redden.
He caught him napping with that hit.
Brings it out. Over the line. Shoots the puck. Havlat gets shoved. And that does it for the second period. After 40 minutes of play, we're tied at 2.
To our next home game. Please visit the box office and get them while they last.
After a hotly contested opening 40 minutes, the teams are heading back onto the ice. They're getting ready for the faceoff. An Ottawa faceoff win. He gets checked by Aubin. Right in front. Hasek makes the huge save. In over the line. Hit. Played up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Rocked. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Pushed off the puck. Flattened. Brings it out. Over the line. Knocked over. Across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Pumped off the puck. Right in front. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Moved up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Over the line. DeVries hits him.
He dropped the hammer on him.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoved. Right in front. Nurminen freezes the puck.
You could see the look in his face. He cannot believe that there wasn't a penalty call.
You can see right here the reason for this argument. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Ottawa. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Knocked him off the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. Taken out. Checked. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets run over by Hossa.
Nice delivery.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. A lateral pass. In over the line. Hit. Over the line. Shoved.
He got slammed into on that one.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Chara knocks the puck loose. Brings it out. Ottawa's going to make a change. Checked. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Quick pass up. Brings it out. In over the line. Pass to the point. Right in front. Oop, post. Across. Brings it out. Atlanta puts its checking line out. McEachran shoots the puck. Out of their defensive end. Now the goaltender comes out to play the puck. He gets rocked by Tapper. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Redden.
Oh, he corked him a good one.
Moved across. Ottawa's going to make a change. Cranked him. Over the blue line. Shot from the wing by Larson. Blocked. Passed over. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets hit by XOB. Into the attacking zone. Knocked over. In behind. Over the line. Big hit. Long pass. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Played across by Simpson. In over the line. Saved by Nurminen. Out of their defensive end. Passed over by McEachran. Checked. Thrashed. Moved ahead. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets leveled by Redden. Alfredson. Over the blue line. Shoved. Shoots the puck. Stoned by Nurminen. In over the line. He gets bowled over by Redden. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. It's passed over by Hossa. Nurminen makes the pad save. He hangs on to the puck. Just the one assist so far, but sometimes that's all it takes to get the ball rolling.
Exactly. Points usually come in bunches. He'll be looking for more now.
We're ready for the face-off. Thrashers get the face-off. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Knocked over. Havlat brings it out. Over the blue line. Taken out.
That'll rattle your teeth.
Brings it out. In over the line. He gets checked by Chara.
Sends him down.
Ottawa puts its third line out. Run over. Into the attacking zone. He gets laid out by Schaefer. Over the line. Crushed. Vijay brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoved. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Passed across. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets taken out by Simpson.
Sent him sprawling.
Brings it out. Ottawa's going to make a change. Pass to the point. Knocked over. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Chara.
Shook him up and took him down.
Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Turned over. Brings it out. Over the line. Over. Into the attacking zone. Rubbed off the puck by Havlat. Hossa brings it out. Over the blue line. Bowled over.
Jim, that one had to hurt.
One time from the left. Nurminen stoned him. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Larson. Checked. Brings it out. Over the line. Big hit.
He's a tough guy, but that was a hard hit.
Right in front. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hit. Hossa. Ottawa's going to make a change. He gets run over by Majewski.
He really took it to him.
Into the attacking zone. Sent flying. In over the line. Havlat gets rubbed off the puck. Exelby grabbed it. Brings it out. Coast to coast. A lateral pass. Laid out. Over the line. Schaefer, Fisher, scores!
A good wrist shot is hard to stop, and that was a good wrist shot.
A defensive lapse in the final seconds looks to have cost them the game.
They were in it right till the end.
A face-off win for the Atlanta Thrashers. He gets bowled over by Redden. Shoots! That's it. This one's over. Ottawa has won it and ties up the series. From the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. And for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.
You